I'm not like full white trash. Like I'm not white trash, and I wouldn't. But like I've got shades. Like I like multiple flavors of Mountain Dew and shit like that.
Yeah, I mean, I see how you are.
I see. No, I see it.
There's a good 75%. It's like when a dude with like high cheekbones is like, oh, it turns out I'm like part Cherokee. It's like, yeah, we can tell.
It's like, yeah. Like, it's true. He's like, yeah, I know you. It's like, I'm a little white trash. Like, I know you have a lot of wrestling shirts. You have a lot of wrestling shirts, Joe. I do. Man. Hey, everybody. Millennial Stoner, we're here. And my guest this week is the very funny Miguel Silva. Thanks for coming down, dude.
Thanks for having me, man.
Oh, of course, man. I was telling you outside before, I'm always very flattered when someone genuinely asks, like, hey, I would love to be on your show. And I'm like, I don't like myself a lot, so I don't have the faith in myself.
I hate and embarrassed. I am embarrassed to ask someone. Like, I feel like you are one of the only people I've ever been like, yo, look, I'm just going to say, it would be sick to be,
I'd like to. I'll say yes to most people. Like, that's like, if you just ask me, like, everybody, I don't know. I'm like, yeah, just ask me. Like, I'll figure it out.
Well, I feel the same because I do a Twitch, and like, I started off.
You do Twitch?
I do Twitch. I mean, that's what led into Dork, but I like started off like streaming to just have like the bros on. Like, Crescenzo, Tom Crescenzo.
Love Tom Crescenzo. He was just at the mic the other night. I love that guy. He's so funny.
Tardo's
great.
Dom. I just like, it was just like the bros that I could get on would like come over and we would drink and just bullshit. And that was the point of it. So it was like, if anyone ever wanted to, I'd be stoked for them to like ask. It just is more like it's embarrassing to ask.
It's a lot. I understand. But always ask. Don't look at the floor. Look at me. So, but I'm really happy to have you on, man. Is it falling down? I'm not going to pretend like there isn't shit happening right now. I'm not a professional. I'm drinking Bud Light on the screen right now. I met you, I would say, like, a little less than a year ago, I think. Or was it longer than that?
Longer, because I think it was, like, still during the winter, right?
That's right. Yeah, it was during the winter and everything. And your comedy's pretty different. And I don't mean that, like, a lot of people come out, oh, you're unique. I'm just like, it's definitely different and everything like that. So, how did you start doing comedy? Like, where'd you... Because you grew up you're from Long Island, yes?
I was born in Long Island originally, but like I didn't grow up here. I grew up in California, in the Bay Area.
That's right. You grew up in Cali. Okay.
Yeah, I grew up like in Oakland area, the suburbs outside Oakland, but East Bay.
How old were you when you moved back?
17, 18. I came back for college.
Oh, okay. All right.
I just wanted to go somewhere out of state, and Stony Brook, shout out, was the most cost-effective option, and my parents were also comfortable with me going to Long Island because we were from here technically originally.
Oh, there you go.
Well, my mom was. My dad's from Peru, so he didn't really give a fuck.
He can go where the fuck he wants. Anyway, so you're over here, and when did you start doing comedy?
About 2 years ago. But at first I thought that like it was only in the city.
Oh, that concept that it only exists in Manhattan?
Yeah, so it was like...
You're not the first person to say that to me.
Yeah, there was like a big mountain to climb to get there for me, where it was like everything else was kind of falling apart in my life.
How so?
I just, my job sucked. I hated it. I didn't have a girlfriend. I didn't like girls that I kept going on dates with. My friends were like getting into serious relationships where I was burning bridges.
You're being left behind a little bit?
Yeah, because like... Their girlfriends and like their now wives and mothers of their children would like try to get me to date their friends, and then I would not really be interested in their friend. Now she doesn't like me, and now I'm not allowed to hang out with my friend anymore.
Yeah, I've kind of avoided that for that exact reason, actually, because I'm like, if your wife's friend if we break up, then I can't come over anymore. That's, and I don't want to do that. So I try to tell actually a lot of my friends, they're like, hey, might know a nice girl for you. I'm like, is she how good of a friend is with a wife is she?
I've gotten to a point that like any coworkers or friends, anyone that like tries to offer a suggestion, I'm like, it's a better idea not to.
Yeah.
Just to be honest, like even if I like them at first, I'll probably stop liking them, and then it's worse.
Yeah, I feel like you're gonna meet a very particular person that's gonna be like whatever. Like the same thing. Like I'll do something to screw it up in some way. You know what I mean? But like I know myself, and it's like, but you don't know me. You're gonna come in being like, white picket fence and all that
I
shit.
get it. I'm very cute. I'm sure your friend would be stoked to meet me,
Yes.
but like,
listen, I know I'm awesome. Like,
yeah, but I don't like your friend. To be honest, more than likely, I don't like your friend, and now this is gonna come between us.
if they're like, you have to, if they're good friends with, especially if they're friends with your buddy's wife, you have to like look at your friend's wife and be like, all right, if they're friends, they're probably
Right.
similar in some way.
And more
How
than
much of a cunt
likely,
is Cheryl?
you got the hot one. Otherwise, you would have told me about this girl before.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And you would have been trying to date her, you know, and
Yeah,
then
true.
ended up with the other one.
You're like, listen.
Knowing my friends, just, you know, in general.
No, I'm not talking. I love how you're
not
like
specific.
I'm not talking about anybody in anybody specific that I know, but you're out there.
Yeah, but you know that is more just like a kind of a pattern of my friends that, you know, had been nearby.
I feel like anybody in relationships who always tries to like get you in a relationship as well.
Right.
If you're the single friend, they're like, we're gonna get you to
you
where
just
we
don't
are.
want to hang out.
And
with
that's
the single
fucking
friend.
annoying, in my opinion.
I went with one specific guy who's like now married to her and they have a kid, and I'm truly genuinely happy for him.
I preface this all the time with the stuff like that. I'm like, I love them and I'm very happy for them.
Yeah, he shouldn't be a fucking loser his whole life. Like, I'm getting on the pathway to be like, I'm on a trajectory to be a stepdad right now. Like, I'm not saying that he should also be a loser to hang out with me more. It just is like, this is the pattern of life where like dudes that grow up and get married just don't hang out really anymore.
They don't. And I see less and less in my friends as I get older, and that's fine because they're married. They have whole lives built around that, you know. But like, it's true. Like, you just stop seeing people as much.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like a cliche, and people, but the worst sometimes when they do come out, like, I don't know, like a couple of my friends, they're in sync on a level where like when they come out as a couple, which means they drink as a couple, and that sometimes is a bit much. As much as I love them.
Yeah.
Cheers.
So it was either just continue to only spend my time playing video games with people that I met on the internet.
Okay, which
or
sounds lonely when you say it out loud.
It's tough.
In my head, I'm like, that sounds awesome.
It's sick.
No, I agree, but when you say it out loud, I'm like, there's a sadness to that.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
there's times that you lose girlfriends because you have to explain to them that hanging out with my boys from online playing video games is more important to me than hanging out with you.
Wow, that is, how do I put
And then you lose friends because of the girlfriends that you lost that were friends with their girlfriend that, you know, is more important in the scheme of their relationship. It's
you
tough.
don't want to spend time with me? No.
I really don't want to.
I don't want to.
I don't want to at all.
I don't want to. I want to go play. What are we playing today? The God of War game is a lot better than everything about you, actually.
It just, like, you know, I would rather do that. It's not that I won't or whatever, but, like, yeah, I am kind of pouty about it. Like, I did want to hang out with the boys. Like,
Yeah. But, so you were doing your...
So now that's all I do.
Okay.
Because now I kind of eliminated the other option.
That's true, yes. Okay.
And then, so, you know, I was living a boring loser life. So I was like, hey, might as well fucking try an open mic because life can't get worse than it already is.
Good mentality.
And,
It helps to go up there with, what do I got to lose? Because so many people are afraid just to go up there. So if you go up there like you're going up to an execution, what do you got to lose, you know?
Yeah, and then you find out that it's like it's not the like ultimate challenge that you have to overcome. It's like actually a thing that you have to do every single day, and it's boring as hell, and most of it sucks.
People forget how tedious it
It
is.
is.
You gotta love it, like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Because the joy of it is that if you do these things, you will get better, and then you become a better comedian and all that stuff. Like, it's a lot of just
I mean, it's like going to the gym.
go to the gym and you don't want to.
Unfortunately, I haven't been going to the gym as much because I've been picking going to open mics instead. So I need to find a balance there more for my health.
Yeah, I
in
understand.
general, but
you know, the whole,
you know, once you get to the point that it's kind of like if you're working out as much as you're supposed to, it's like you just go to the gym every day, even if you don't really do stuff there. It's just part of your routine.
Yeah.
Because just the act of just every single day getting there makes you better.
It does, because it gives you more drive. It gives you like. I mean, you're not gonna. I believe that you got to go out there to get better to do this. I'm sure it's always different for other people and everything, but I really believe that you got to just keep going out there and keep putting yourself out there to get better at it. So you're right. Just the act of showing up is going to make you better.
Yeah.
Whimsical. Did the act and how long have you been doing it for exactly?
Like about
Down to the minute.
I mean, it was either July or August, I think 2 years ago.
2 years ago?
Yeah.
And through that, you've since you did comedy, you started doing. You mentioned it earlier. I wanted to talk about this. Dork Court. So where did well, it came from Twitch, you said, right?
Yeah.
Where did the conception of Dork Court come from?
Well, people a lot of the time are like, it's just Kill Tony, which I think is the easiest way to think of it.
Yeah,
but Kill Tony is just American Idol.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, you can't say Kill
We're all
Tony's
doing
just
American Idol.
Everybody's just doing American Idol.
Yeah. It just so happens that I'm also both Ryan Seacrest and Simon Cowell.
Yeah.
Which, is an obnoxious gay way to be. But I just don't have the equipment to, like, have a host and be the main character.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I understand that.
Being mean to people. But, that's what it is. So, and it actually, I stole it from an idea that, like, the dudes in Philly used to do that they called digital graffiti. And
what was digital graffiti?
Digital graffiti was a show that they would put on where everybody in the audience had like a number to text into.
Oh, okay.
And everything that got texted to that number got put into a group chat that was projected on the wall behind the comic. And they couldn't turn around and look, but everybody was just sitting there going like, what a fucking fat idiot. I could see his tits and his small penis. Just fucking each other out. Like,
Chris,
just being
can you bring
mean.
some of this up? I want to see some of this.
You can't find it. They didn't
have it?
record it. You can only hear
never been
stories
recorded?
about it. No,
dude. It's a myth.
It's a legend, yeah. And so
it's so cool.
I've
Philadelphia would do that.
Dude,
The Philly show. Wait, let me see. The Philly show, comedy show tries. There's no video though, right? This is just an article. Yeah. Oh, okay. Digital Graffiti's creators, McCusker from fucking Matt and Shane's Secret Podcast.
And Shane.
Of course, it's Gillis. Yeah.
Yeah, it's those guys. It's,
That's
it's
why
all
it's
those
fucking
dudes.
awesome. Those two, I love those two.
Yeah.
So they would just do that, and people would just be like, "This dude fucking sucks," behind it and all that shit. So you wouldn't know what anybody's laughing at.
Yeah, and it was not your jokes. It was what people were saying behind you, and theirs was like anonymous.
Oh, okay.
But they always knew who it was. Like, it was mostly just the comics in the back being like, you fucking idiot. Like, your girlfriend's cheating on you. We all know it.
That's fucking hilarious.
They were going nuts on each other. Like, they were being mean as fuck.
Fucking
and
mom last
I've never
night.
got to see it. I've only heard stories.
Uh-huh.
But I've heard a lot of stories.
It's
it
great
sounds
that
like
there's
the most fun. It sounds like the funniest shit.
I always like when I hear shit like that. Like, every once in a while, like, there's nothing really like that. And I've said this before. There's nothing really like that out. There's stuff like that in the city. Probably, but there's nothing really like that on Long Island. At least I've never heard about it.
I don't know what's going on in the
Besides
city.
Dork
I
Court,
don't enjoy
obviously.
being out there, but like, there's something sick going on in Long Island.
Yeah, you think so?
Don't
It's
you feel that
rumbling?
way?
I feel like there's a scene out here.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that we're the place to be, but like,
Yeah, but what does that mean?
I'm just saying, if you're gonna say like, oh, if someone were to ask me, it's like, well, is it the hot spot? I'm like, no, but there's a scene here, and there's a better scene than in a lot of areas. I think.
Yeah.
That's what I would say.
Every time you hear about like a sick group of comics, like right now, I think it's Philly.
Like, yeah, go ahead.
It used to be Boston, right?
It was
all the legends.
It just happens. It's not like somebody was talking about this to me recently. They're like, New York's dead, and I'm like, but people said that in the '90s, like, and you still got, and then all of a sudden, like Bill Burr, no, Bill Burr came from Boston, but like, all of a sudden, I don't think it's region. I don't think an area is like now bustling anymore. I think comedy just exists everywhere, and it depends.
I think there's something good that happens when a community of like bros challenge each other to be funnier.
Yeah.
Instead of, if you go to Mike's in the city, it's a lot of
competition.
I guess competitiveness, jealousy. Like,
I mean, that's out here too, but probably not as prevalent.
I don't know. It's more fun. Like, it's more supportive.
Oh, okay,
like every time you go to a show that one of the boys is producing, everyone else shows up.
Oh yeah.
And obviously, when I say the boys and the bros, there are girls. There's a couple of them.
Everybody's a bro. Everybody's a boy. You're my boy, even if you're a girl. Right? That's what we're saying?
Yeah, everyone that shows up and is like hanging out is the bros. Like, it's like good shit.
Well, I think a lot of people, especially because I don't know, like that's what you always just heard about, right? It's like go hang out. That's what comedy is. You got to go hang out. You got to go meet people. You got to get into the community. You got to meet people and become friends with people and shit. Yeah. So like, I don't know. I think the Long Island comedy scene took that to heart a lot because there's a big hang always. You know what I mean? So,
but like within that is like. Because we're all listening to each other's jokes all the time.
Yeah.
If you finally say something funny, everybody's like, dude, nice, you got it. You found, like, you figured that one out.
Yeah.
You know? And there's a challenge to it because people are still, you know, like, jealous and nasty and whatever. Like,
I think people are always going to be those people, and it's unavoidable. And I think, like, I mean, you have to catch yourself sometimes. Because, like, there are people sometimes get an opportunity or someone gets, like, an agent or some shit or whatever the fuck. Or, like, someone gets signed, and then you're like, oh, you're a little jealous. And, like, for a minute, I think everybody is, but you have to remember, I think the important thing always is to remember is, like, hey, be supportive of everybody. You know what I mean? Unless they're a complete piece of shit. Like, if they're an actual piece of shit, that's one thing. But, like, just, like, be happy for people, you know?
Yeah. I mean, if they're cool.
That's what I said. Yeah, like, unless they're, like, if there's I mean, I'm sure there's garbage people out there that, like, could get opportunities, and then I'd be the first person to say that, like, this fucking piece of shit. But
and it's also like this is within the context of like anyone that I've ever met doing an open mic is among the top percentile of the most retarded, fucking annoying person on earth.
What do you mean?
That's just what we are, dude. That's like we are tough people to hang out with.
Oh, we are, yeah.
We're dudes that get drunk and then force you to listen to things that I think are funny to say.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You know?
I mean, it can be tough. I'm like, I always like want to bring, because I watch a lot of documentaries and shit, and it's just always weird. You know, I get ideas for bits from that shit sometimes, and I watch a lot of documentaries, but it's just like hard to weave that. If I'm not trying to talk to you about what I think is funny, I'm talking to you about some fucking documentary I watched about the Savo Lions that killed 300 men on the fucking railroad out in Africa back in 1888 or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
And that's a weird transition.
And then what are you going to do? Tell someone about that?
Yeah, I'm going to try. Like, I'm going to fail.
I think
this goes back to the dating thing.
I think you and I are saying the same thing.
I think we're definitely saying this goes back to the dating thing. We were like, just bring stuff to talk about, and I'm like, I don't think they want to talk about the same shit I do.
Yeah, they never do. It's like they want to talk about their day.
Yeah, they're like, how's
your day is boring.
It's like, what is your day?
My day is boring. I don't want to talk about my day.
I never know how to talk about my day.
You can't talk about your day. It's boring. Your day is boring.
The worst question.
Every day is boring. You're telling me stories about going to work, and you're like, oh, this guy said something funny. It's like, it's not funny. You were in, like, a place where you're, like, constantly tortured by boredom and, like, restriction from having, like, access to anything sort of funny.
Yeah.
So, like, every now and then someone says something that relieves the tension momentarily, but it's only funny
It's the office place comedy. Yeah. Well, it's funny in context for them because it's a reprieve from what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, no, I mean, I don't even know what to say. When people ask me about my day, I'm like, I woke up.
Yeah.
I'm here. I'm talking to you now. Like, what do you mean? What did I do today? I did nothing today. You know what I did? I woke up at fucking, I woke up at 9, and then I decided to go back to sleep until fucking 11:30, and then I got out of bed. I did a fucking dab, and then I felt awful afterwards because I looked at myself in the mirror because I've been laid off, and I'm just living off the government. Anyway, we don't know that guy, but like. Yeah, I don't know how to repeat any of that shit. And how was your day? Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
That's my least favorite question. Actually, yeah, that is one of my least favorite questions in the entire world.
I don't want to talk about my day.
I'd rather talk about the weather. Like, I'll do small talk a lot. I'm good at it. I can do it real well. But like, I have my limits. I'm like,
I don't want to do small talk with a girlfriend.
No, I mean just in general.
I'll
do it at
work.
If you only have small talk with a girlfriend, that sounds like a horrible relationship, right? Am I wrong?
Yeah, I mean, sorry.
It's all right. I got off subject talking about Dork, but this is good. Keep going.
Check out Dork. It's on Twitch.
No, but like, let's go back to Dork for a minute, though. So you got the idea from the digital graffiti thing.
Yeah, it just like, it literally was like, it sounds like so much fun,
Did
right?
it come like that right away? You're like, I'm going to do this? Or, I mean, because, again, there's really nothing like that on like that on Long Island except for what you do. There's nothing unique like that. You know, it's a lot of just open mics and shows, but I always am interested in shit like Dork because it's a different take on things.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's supposed to be fun.
Yeah, it seems fun.
It feels fun.
Yeah, is it fun?
I don't know. It's a lot of responsibility while I'm actually doing it, and I get really stressed out.
You do everything.
Yeah, I have to keep like, managing the stream is like very tough while trying to host, and like, I do want to expand on it and turn it into something that like I don't have to be in charge of as much of it, so that I can enjoy it more.
Okay,
but
that comes with success, with making a good show too. Like, more people come and see it.
Yeah,
you'll probably be able to get at least a second. Like, that's the goal. It's just me and Chris doing this.
Yeah,
and like I've always said, I'm like, man, we dream about having like one more person. Like, that'll be. That's how we know we made it. We can just hire one person. We can pay you $50 a week, and they're like, yeah,
right.
So I get the idea. I think, but you work hard on it, so good for you.
Yeah, I gotta get back at it more. I haven't really been doing the social media stuff anymore. Just since I got this job, I've been.
Is it just a work? You're just trying to find a balance.
I work all day.
I know you showed up with the 12-pack, and you were like, "What's up?" And I'm like, "This is gonna be great." Like, Miguel came to fucking party. Like,
yeah, I've been working like harder than I ever have.
You live in Queens, right? Don't you live in Queens?
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn. Okay.
Yeah, Midwood, which is a fun place to be.
Thanks for filling in that dead air while I drink that beer. So you come all the way because you mainly do comedy out here, but did you find yourself?
I mean,
you said you don't care much for the city comics.
I do mics out there, but it makes me hate it.
Just because of the environment, like you said?
The things that they're pursuing are not what I am interested in.
What are they pursuing that you're not? I've said this before about people. What's that?
Credits, I guess, is like the easiest way to sum it up. Like, it just is like people who are more concerned about sort of the business aspect of it.
They're usually not as funny.
Because in their head, they're pursuing a dream.
Okay.
And that dream requires them to make money doing what they're doing.
Yeah.
And I don't know that I want to do comedy with people who need to make money from it.
Yeah.
They're not like, I'm just trying to trick people into laughing.
Yeah, I mean, that's the goal. I mean, I genuinely like performing. Like, I like going up there and doing that stuff. The money's, like I always say, I'm like, if money comes with it, that's always nice.
That would be
it's not
ideal.
And I'm not. I know I sound like a fucking queef right now, but like, it is. It's not the main reason for doing this. Is not. I'm not motivated by money. I don't know how anybody would be motivated by money to do this. Like, seriously, that's like really, honestly, like, why would you look at this and go, like, I remember when I met Rich Voss for the first time, right? I met Rich Voss, he was outside of Governor's, and he made some joke about me going to get coffee for him, and then he pointed at somebody, and he was like, who's that? Is that guy on the show tonight? He's like an older guy, and I'm like, yeah, he's on the show, he's like an older guy. He's like, how old is he? And I'm like, he's like 45, and he goes, oh my God, like, why would you start this now? Like, ew, at like 45, you're like, Jesus Christ. And I was like, I started when I was 29. He's like, that's fine. Like, what else do you have to be? He's like, and that's come up a couple times to people when it's like one of those, I know it's a joke, but it's like, hey, why now? Like,
yeah.
Because no one ever does this to make money. Anybody who's really good never did it to make money.
Well, maybe making money.
I take that last statement back. People have definitely done this just to make money.
Maybe making money is the wrong way of interpreting it, but it's like whatever their idea of making it is.
Yeah.
That they're maybe it's fame. Maybe it's just
always,
like Instagram followers. Like I don't know what it is that they're measuring it by.
That's fame in some way, shape, or form. It's just a different meaning to it now. Like yeah, I understand.
And it is tough. Like, obviously, that's like a self-defeating way of like looking at it, where it's like kind of you're pursuing failure almost by looking at it like that.
But then there's that
like
old adage where it's
you have to learn how to.
You're supposed to fuck up in order to get better. So you are pursuing failure, but that's what's going to make you not a failure.
I got in trouble the last time I went to Governor's, and no one has booked me on a show there since.
What'd you do?
I just told a bunch of jokes about feeling in a row.
In a row?
Yeah, too many. Too many.
I just told a bunch of jokes about pedophilia in a row.
Yeah. You could get a couple in there, but it was.
I might have been on that show. I saw you, maybe, because I know your pedophilia jokes.
Well, I do them. I do a bunch of them.
I know you do.
But I kind of did them all at once.
You're also very disarming when you go up there because you look like such a Catalina wine mixer looking motherfucker. But you're like a real, and they're like, this guy's gonna tell stories about being on the beach, and you're like,
this guy's gonna do crowd work for Instagram.
yeah,
for
exactly.
TikTok.
You look like, but then you go out there and you just say,
I hate crowd
it's
work.
disarming. Well, real crowd work is Instagram crowd work is just like.
That's the kind of shit I hate.
Yeah.
I hate
real crowd work.
I hate a person that goes to an open mic and does crowd work. I'll fight you. Don't talk to me. Don't do that. If you're like, okay, I'm workshopping this, like you know Gio Perez?
Yeah, I know Gio.
Good bro.
Yeah, great
he one time was like, "What's the gayest thing you've done for a girl?" And like just went and he's like, give me examples.
That's what I do. I go out there, I just ask questions.
Yeah. That's fine. Like
there's people, they're like
at a mic, but like don't then try to
don't
riff at me.
Don't riff.
Because then I'm gonna have to heckle.
Yeah.
Like I can't just go.
If I do crowd work, I don't do crowd work at open mics, but if I talk to like the people in front of me, it's usually just an inside joke that I do to like breathe in between my next thing. Because I don't know what I'm saying because I have a fucking napkin up there that I wrote on 5 minutes ago. And I'm like, isn't what's his name gay? And they're like, hey, he's so gay. And I'm like, all right, Jerry Springer. You just do it to fill the void. But no, I've seen people go up and do that before. They like do like real crowd work, and I remember there's a couple of people that did that. They had a phone, and I went to one of they recorded it, and they did like they were doing like they were trying to do like crowd work. It just wasn't working. But like I went to one of the other comedians. I'm like, I really hope I see that on Instagram like tonight. like I really do because I'll repost it.
That's the thing. I see so many videos. I'm like that's open mic material because open mics are for telling jokes that aren't funny.
It's for figuring it out too. You have
and
to
then
figure
realizing
the
that it isn't funny.
Yeah, exactly. It's trial and error.
And you should either look back on that as like actually a great premise that I should work out before anybody hears it and like figure out how to do it perfectly, or you should be like disturbingly embarrassed at how unfunny you were when you tried out that joke. You should like look back on it and be like, I should fucking kill myself, dude. I should get out of here. Stop doing this. This is for fucking losers and idiots. I look like a fucking moron.
No, I am a loser. I am an idiot.
God damn it. I'm just like the rest.
Yeah, I mean that's the fear, right? You don't want to fall into fucking the couple people you see that are like, there's some people that show up to some of these mics, and listen, I'm for anybody trying this out and doing it. I really am.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to go out and try it, there's mics everywhere, and I actually tell people, I'm like, why don't you go do it? You might like it. You might find, like, because I have friends that deal with depression. I'm like, get a fucking hobby. Maybe try a mic. You're a funny guy. Why the fuck? But like, there are some people that show up, and it's just like, do you not see your fucking own act? Have you never recorded yourself?
Yeah.
Have you never recorded yourself? They're laughing. Has it never occurred to you that people are laughing with the same people you bring to every fucking show?
So I guess what it is
crazy to me.
Like
that they don't realize it.
Everyone can probably figure something funny out with enough reps, but what kills me about the city is the audacity of them to like focus more on the like social awareness of what they're doing than figuring out how to be funny first.
In what sense?
It just is like, don't put that online.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
But like people are going towards like what is gonna do well on social media.
Yeah. Well, that's
instead of like just figuring out how to be funny.
I don't think even with like younger comedians, like Gen Z comedians, like I don't even think, like to me, getting past at a club means a lot to me. Like that, I don't think it carries the same weight for a lot of younger ones because of what you're talking about, of all the followers and all the Instagram clips and everything like that, because that's become more like status building than anything else.
Well, but the problem is like that's
for young
the way
comedians.
That's the way to get past at a club is with the perception.
Followers, of course, yeah,
is like getting picked up by management or whatever, and I think that a lot of these people just want to be actors.
Yeah, they do.
I think
especially you notice they fall out of it really quickly.
Particularly in the city, they're working on their public speaking. They're
I went to Stella Adler and fucking like took class. I'm technically a classically trained actor. I just don't have the degree.
Sorry.
Yeah, exactly. But that's what I mean. It's like it's so a lot of what they're doing is very plastic and they're just hot people trying to get work.
Yeah.
They're just hot people. And a lot of the comedy, and if they're doing comedy, it's either hot boy or hot girl comedy.
And obviously, the hot girls that are doing this.
Keep doing it.
I'm not talking about you.
Yeah, we're not talking about you.
I'm talking about the dudes.
You were talking about the fucking the more hot boys, hot girls.
The very beautiful girls that are doing this for social media attention and doing it to get on TV and movies. Exactly. You deserve it.
You deserve it. And my Instagram is @thatwinchellkid87. Hit me up and
now
slide in my
fat girls.
Now the fat fucking girl comedians. Oh,
what the fuck are you? You better figure out how to be funny.
You're audacity of these fucking pigs. I can't wait for someone to isolate that clip and I end up on like fucking canceled. No, but whatever. No, but you're right. And there are people that are just trying to be actors, and because comedy is where it's at right now, because it is a big it's big. People want to do that because they think it'll help them get in the door, and it's been that way for years actually. Because Michael Keaton did fucking comedy.
Yeah,
it was probably that.
Yeah, you hear it about people all the time, and I get it. Whatever. Like, I mean, most people who do comedic like movies. Mm-hmm. Started at one point doing
Jim Carrey.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
and he
was like a real stand-up.
I don't know. From all the stories, it was like he was so bad at it when he started off that
have you ever like read
his like biography? Is the whole thing? It's like he was fucking so bad that people like booed him off stage
Yeah.
And I believe it. The whole thing that he does is like
was very performance-wise.
Yeah,
it's very It's like. But it all depends on what. But you're right. All those people, they see that and they see that's a way. It's just another way for people to get in. People are like, there's so many comedians, and I'm like, yeah, but you have to remember, there's actually very few comedians. There's actually just a lot of actors that are trying to do comedy.
Right.
There's a lot of actors trying to do comedy.
And there's nothing wrong with that. It just makes me hate what I'm trying to do. And that's what I like about Long Island is it's just like us. The dudes that are out here are just fucking, and the ladies are just doing it.
The hot ladies, no.
No, I don't think
the ugly ones too.
I don't think there's any hot ladies in Long Island.
Ooh. You heard it here. Miguel Silva says every woman on Long Island is a bucket of dogs.
They're like Philly women, but at least a little bit skinnier.
That's a clip. That's so funny. I'm so happy you came on. Oh my god. What was I saying?
Go ahead. Okay, I've only been doing it for 2 years, like we just said. Whatever. So like my opinion is obviously worth dog shit. It just is like that's how I feel when I'm out there doing it. Like people have been asking me about like what it's
this
like
is a safe
coming.
Space. Talk about whatever you
want.
Like
doing mics in the city.
Yeah.
And there's something about it that
You're not the first person to tell me that.
And I'm trying to define it, and I think it's just like they're doing something different than what I want to do. Yeah. I come out to Long Island, we're doing something that I'd like to do.
It's a lot. If you also know, I mean, you've been to enough mics in the city, you know. I think you also see just like a lot of the exact same jokes, and I don't mean like they're ripping each other off. It's just like the same shit over and over and over again. You know what I mean? And to bring it back, folks, he's doing great today.
I'm talking about Dork Court. Yeah, I'm saying like the reason that Dork Court can work out in Long Island is because the bros are out here, and like nobody's getting their feelings hurt. Nobody's like a pretty princess that's like trying to like be as cool as possible every time they're on the mic. It's just like trying to have a good, funny time.
Yeah, I would agree.
The people that show up to Dork Court, for the most part, I can't think of anyone so far who has done it who isn't ready to just like get their shit pushed in for no reason. You know, it's just being mean for fun.
There's nothing you can say to me that I haven't said to myself at 2 a.m. last night.
They'll get you sometimes. Yeah, Dom.
Yeah,
Dom was on it.
I love Dom. I miss him.
Dom LaMarca, the bro.
I mean, the original dude. Bro, the OG bro.
Our special child who fucking
He
left like Tom Sawyer. He faked his own death so that he could watch his funeral, and then he moved to Austin to hopefully not become homeless.
He's not even in Austin. He's just in a hotel down the road. He's just been filming these little bits and everything. They think I'm gone. This is crazy. Like, oh my god.
They told him one time like.
I love Dom.
They're like, oh, when you're nervous, you cross your ankles and pose. And he was like standing like this.
That?
Like, oh,
it's hilarious.
Like, in the chat, yeah, they would just go after him like on the like most like personal idiosyncrasies. But like most people, they're just like, you're like, you look like,
They're just like, they're not like, hey, look at this fag or whatever like that.
It's more like comparing people to celebrities and if they were gay or if they were fat.
Oh, okay. So you look like gay Tom Cruise.
I mean, Brandon
you look like
was
straight
on it.
Tom Cruise.
Brandon was on it. Brandon Lockeruba, and they're
Brandon,
like, you look like Ben Affleck, fat.
Oh yeah,
like fat Ben
Somebody
Affleck.
told me about that. He does have a Ben Affleck like
you look like gay Ben Affleck.
You look like gay. You look
like Ben Affleck if you molested children. You
look like Ben Affleck if he was a priest and you were the kid he was molesting. That's what. Oh man, so yeah, but that's and you want to look at? Oh man.
Oh shit.
We'll do this because I was trying to. So this started with Keith. We're gonna do a little game right now, but wait, real quick. Let's just plug Dork again, real quick. When do you do it usually?
First Sunday of every month. Okay. We're doing it live from Alibi.
Do you do a stream?
Yeah, it's a stream on Twitch.
Okay.
Twitch.tv/LikeKoolAid, LikeKoolaid.
We're gonna send that to Chris. And we're gonna make sure that's on the screen and everything, so they can click on it. But check out Dork Court. I'm gonna.
It's also on YouTube.
Yes, it's on YouTube.
at LikeKoolAid. Okay. Same thing. But it's easier to get in the chat on Twitch, so you just talk shit. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to be in the chat. I promise.
It's a cool thing. I've watched it before. I'm going to be on it, hopefully. And what do we talk about?
You're gonna
June, right?
Be the guest host next week.
Next week,
Sunday.
Yeah. On Sunday, yes.
This Sunday. When is this coming out? Sunday.
Not tomorrow. Next Sunday, because next month, right?
Yeah, it's the first. Yeah,
glad
so
you're
June
here so we can schedule this.
4th.
Okay. Perfect.
At
that's
8
right.
p.m.
Yeah, I come back from Pennsylvania the day before.
Me too. Or the day of.
Yeah, I know the day of I come back. I'm driving back that morning.
Yeah, I'm gonna be down there. Actually, I'm gonna be in Philly on Saturday. I'm gonna be in the
fucking outskirts and doing comedy out in Oliphant.
Nice.
Yeah, right. Everybody always makes that face.
Whatever, man. You get time to go take it, dude. But,
there's a whole bit about a crackhead trying to fuck me out there. And I went to go do it, and then she got arrested. And the police let me go. But speaking of hot crackheads that you want to fuck.
Perfect.
This is something that I started doing with Keith Fairfax. Shout out. And everybody go check out Fairfax with Fairfax. But it's called Mugshot. This is a site called Mugshot Shorties. This is on Instagram, right, Chris?
Yeah.
So this is Instagram. And, these are all what I would argue as pretty fuckable women. But they're all convicts, and we like to play a little. I want to play a little game here with the remaining time that we're going to have here on this episode, where you're going to pick one of these people. We got one of these here, and you're going to try to guess the crime they committed, and based on that, you're going to say if you would smash them or pass them.
Oh, I thought we were trying to guess how old they were when they were first molested.
Oh, that's easy. 12.
9.
12. 9. 5. No.
Number 6 there.
I'll tell you what. If
yo,
you can, if,
number
I don't know
6
if that's
there was pretty young. There's a darkness in those eyes.
I think number 3 just stopped last year.
And number 7.
Yeah. Oh man, this is great. This episode's gonna get canceled. I love you. I'm glad you're on. But pick one. Yeah, no, of those top 4.
Oh, the top 4.
These 4 we see right now. Which one? You pick one. I already know who I'm picking.
One.
The first one?
Yeah.
Okay. What crime do you think she committed?
Arson.
Arson? All right. Yeah. Arson. Chris, let's see what it says. Theft by taking, snuck into a closed restaurant and made herself a $500 salad. This is the worst fucking crime. Pass. You fuck her though?
That's not even. Well, obviously.
Yeah, I'll have sex with her. That's the worst crime. We went through this for 30 minutes last episode, and this is literally what is a $500 salad? What did it have, whole lobsters on it? Jesus Christ. All right, go back. The girl in the middle is mine. Yeah, the crazy eyes with the green hair. I'm going to say assault. Possession of THC?
Damn.
God damn it. I'll definitely fuck
again,
you.
not even a crime.
Not even a crime. Man, this is not as good one. Maybe this is... All right, let's see.
I guess we got to pick the next ones. Which
one are you going to pick?
Number 6 is stabbing.
Which one's 6? Oh, right after?
Yeah.
All right. Miguel's saying her right there, the Fairuza Balk one, I think. She looks like she was an extra on Grill Interrupted. All right, you're saying what? Assault?
I'm saying knife.
You're saying assault specifically with a deadly weapon?
Yeah.
Okay. Go for it, Chris. Aggravated robbery with a deadly weapon. Oh my God, I wish I could give you a fucking prize right now. Nailed it.
That's a
Smash
girl.
or pass?
For sure.
For sure.
Smash. Well, pull out. Even if she makes me wear a condom, which she's not gonna, I'm not gonna do it on purpose.
This goes back to the dating thing again, because I look at most of these girls and I'm like, I'd probably like.
Dude, she's beautiful. Look at her.
Like, yeah, look at those eyes. Look at those little pursed lips.
Look at those fucking dead eyes. Like, it's so weird. Like,
there's something.
I mean, I think they kind of airbrushed these, and she's got more does drugs face, like sucks dick for drugs face.
I don't know. You know what?
I think they filtered it a little bit.
Suck dick for drugs face, but she's definitely got fuck for drugs face. I don't know if it's
doing
specifically.
She does anal for drugs. I mean,
it's not just blowjobs. Like, this is. All right.
But look at those lips.
Please don't hunt us down and assault us with
Hunt
deadly.
me down.
Okay, what do we got here?
I can take care of us. I can save you.
All right, I know. All right,
can
give
fix
me
you.
the red hair. All right, I'm gonna go outside the box with this one. Okay. I feel like it's assault. I'm just gonna say assault with a deadly weapon. She's got the eyes of Clint Eastwood. Battery resulting in serious bodily injury. She beat a girl up for stealing her money. I was close. Yeah, that looks like a cage fighter.
Yeah.
Holy shit. I'm almost afraid that. I don't know if I can do it, actually. I feel like she would
fuck out of someone.
Yeah, like she looks. Yeah, I believe it. I believe that she beat the fuck out of. Like, that's a woman that'll really she's probably beat up at least one guy.
But this is another one that I feel like you can see that they photoshopped it a little bit, but she's got like marks of like
a
meth
this looks like a
addict that's kind of
photo
like picking
of a
at
photo.
their face.
This looks like a photo of a photo. I feel like
Yeah.
somebody took this picture on a website that was like, look out for this person. All right, go back. All right, let's go down. I like the unassuming ones. These are all new ones? Okay, these are the only new ones. Okay, what about Karen in the corner up there? Yeah. What are we saying on that one, Miguel?
Drunk driving.
You're saying drunk driving?
Yeah.
I'm going to back you up and say possession of cocaine. I'm going to say possession of illicit substances or something like that. Dude, you are the king. I got to get you and Keith on this together.
Speeding, DUI, failure to maintain a single lane in open container. Also, 14.
Yeah,
14 to 16.
Wait, how old is she?
When she was molested, 14 to 16. She's a little bit later than some of the other girls, but it broke her.
No, I feel like, yeah. Oh, man.
Look at that half smile, half cry she's doing.
Yeah, she tried to get out of the ticket, you can tell.
Oh, yeah.
She tried to get out of the ticket because it's red in her eyes. Oh, man. A little too much wine at girls' night. What about this pink-shirted PE teacher right there?
That's weird. That looks like a girl that...
It's going to be something awful. That might be arson. You said arson.
That looks like the girl from To Catch a Predator.
Oh, the girl that was like, the duo team that was like...
The, like, fake child that they would trot out to be like, I'm going to go to the other room.
Like a 30-year-old woman, right?
Why don't you have a seat?
Why don't you have a seat?
Yeah. That looks like someone that was impersonating a child.
All right.
Drinking at a preschool.
She's smiling, so she must be... I'm going to say possession of methamphetamine.
All right.
Look at those fucking druggy eyes.
Yeah. She does have a receding hairline.
Just DUI. Happy to be here. Fucking Molly. Oh, my God. Yeah, look at that. She has the eyes of sloth now that I look closer, actually. It's like the smudged makeup on the right eye is making it a little lopsided.
Dude, she's definitely a teacher.
Dude, she's just proud that she downed a whole pitcher of kamikazes and made it halfway down the road before you caught her. Yeah, this girl looks like a teacher that molested some kids. This seems like the reverse of that. This seems... All right, back, Chris. What about the... Yeah, she stabbed somebody.
Yeah.
What about the sad lady? No, save her. No, we're going to save her. Those last two on the bottom we're going to save. No, back up, Chris. Back to the one with the regretful eyes. One is also higher than the other now that I look at it.
Yeah, it could be another DUI.
I'm going to say DUI as well.
Yeah.
Dude, a popular DUI today. DUI was found after crashing your car. No injury occurred. I wish they told us what she crashed it in.
Yeah.
It's definitely like...
Lana Del wrong way. Nice. Comment.
Oh, God. Lana Del wrong way. Hilarious.
It's all of them are Lana Del Rey jokes.
Yeah, because one person hit it, and they're like, I have a Lana Del Rey. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
She in Nashville. About to bail her out. Dude, that dude's name is Clyde, and he's fucking going for it. All right. What about the sneering woman, with that big hair next to the redheaded UFC champion? Yeah, that's her. Okay, let's see. That's probably DUI again, right?
I'm trying to think of anything else besides DUI, but it really does feel like another DUI.
God, she just because she looks like such a cunt. That's why she looks very like. She just looks very mean.
What?
All right.
I can't believe it.
I can't believe you called me.
Yeah.
It's fucking, DUI was lost driving around a private construction. It's hilarious. She was also lost in the construction site.
She just has drunk face.
Yeah, she does, and but she also got the face that it just looks like the face that you make into the camera after they're like, "Sorry, ma'am, you've got to be arrested." Oh man, she was crying beforehand too. You can tell. All right. Can't wait for the women's organization to get a hold of me. All right. Oh, this lady's... I mean, it's definitely drunk driving again because she was... All right, she's... Or... Oh, man, she looks like she's coming from a rave. Bit. Maybe...
She could... This one, she could be stealing, I think.
She might be a thief.
I feel like she was trying to steal.
I'm going to go with possession of narcotics. You're going to go with steal?
Yeah.
All right.
Driving on a revoked license.
God
That's lame.
Damn it. What a lame ending.
How'd she even get pulled over?
Oh, my God. Well, I think that brings us to the end of the show. That was great, dude. I'm going to keep doing this shit. This is fun. It's like, by the way, all those girls I would have sex with. But anyway. But like
the last one I'm not really that interested in, to be honest.
Definitely the girl who was driving on the construction site. She looks like she throws her shoulders into it.
Oh yeah, I love her.
Yeah, I'm definitely. She looks like she fucking says weird shit when she's on top.
Also, Lana Del Rey. I mean,
most of these girls, even with the girl with the wonky eye, definitely the girl with the green hair. Actually, I would like to marry her. And yeah,
she probably is the best at cooking.
Even the mean redheaded girl, like that girl looks like she would fuck me up, but like I kind of don't care.
Yeah, that one I'm,
We're out of time,
folks.
Miguel Silva, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to put a link to Dork up. Check it out. When is it on again?
It's first Sunday of every month, 8 p.m. on Twitch, on YouTube.
I have some shows coming up out of state in June. Do you have anything coming up you want to plug?
No. Okay,
I've got June 2nd. I'm going to be in Connecticut at... Oh, Christ, what the hell is it called? I don't care. This is just plugs at the end. I'm going to be... June 2nd, I'm going to be in... Hartford, Connecticut, I think it is. I'm just going to go through all these pictures. What's up?
I got to piss because of the...
You got to piss? You're going to leave me here by myself?
Yeah.
You're just going to leave? Fucking son of a bitch. I'm just going through pictures of my friends that no one cares about so I can remember this goddamn out of town. Here it is. There it is. Friday, June 2nd, I'm going to be at the One Wood Pub in East Hartford, Connecticut, 130 Long Hill Street, East Hartford, Connecticut. Come on, check it out. It's going to be me. It's going to be Fat Jay. It's going to be Terry McNeely headlining, and the very, very funny, the very, very hysterical Billy Geyer is going to be there too. And then we're going all the way down to Oliphant, Pennsylvania, to the Keystone Stage on June 3rd. And we are going to be at the Keystone Stage. The show time is at, I believe, 8 o'clock. I'll put up check my Instagram and put up show times for it and everything. But that's where I'm going to be. And then I'll be somewhere else at the end of the month. And when I can find those posters and not waste more time, we'll do those. But check my Instagram always. Like, share, and subscribe. Follow the Instagram. Follow the TikTok. Follow everything from Millennial Stoner. And like and share and subscribe, guys. Anything else that I can ramble on about? No. We are done. Miguel's taking a piss. Thanks for coming, Miguel. If you can hear me in there, we're done. Good night.
The Millennial Stoner outro song. Yeah, pack a bowl and sing along. Blah, la, blah, la, blah, la, 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 la. Ba, ba, blue sheep, ba, 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 ba. This is the favorite podcast of the Dalai Lama.